Would you let your Filipinas family live with you? This is a question I would like to ask to a Western man, or if you are a Western man who is in a relationship with a Filipina. Hi guys, this is Des. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why a Western man, or if you are a Western man watching this, why you shouldn't let your Filipinas family live with you. Now after these 5 reasons, I will give you the exceptions and the advantages if you have a Filipinas family living with you. The first reason is there could be arguments in decision making. Yes guys, so I am referring to the arguments with your future in-laws or her parents, right? So for example, if you happen to have a monster in-law or in-laws who are very opinionated about everything, so expect that they are going to be the same when they live with you. So they also can comment too much about your diet or the food that you cook for your family. What else? What and how much did you spend in this vacation or trip? There are times they would preach you what is the proper way to raise kids. Why did you scolded or spank your kids, right? They will not understand why you are doing these things to your children. So other things could be about your home's interior design, the arrangements of appliances, how do you run your house, or they want to suggest or insist that you should get a house helper or a maid. And guys, please expect this one. The worst thing that they can do is to let a relative stay in the house, in your house. Okay, so I hope you guys get the first one. The second reason is you will have a limited or no privacy, like no more privacy. So guys, you know what I mean. You are not watching Teletubbies or Sesame Street anymore, right? So for example, what if you only have 1 or 2 bedrooms and your house is too small, or your house has no noise insulators? Imagine that, right? So would your Filipina adjust herself to others so that they wouldn't hear when she she calls the saints when the two of you are doing your activities in the bedroom, right? So seriously and personally, I will not adjust for the sake of the other people's privacy, or I will not adjust for my relatives or family if they live in my house, right? They should be the one to adjust for you, since they are the one who's sharing things, or they live with you, right? And another example is if her whole family, your Filipinas family, live with you, and the other members of the family, they wouldn't respect your privacy, right? Some of them, or let's say some of the parents or siblings, would use your master's bathroom or bedroom. Some parents would argue with the other kids, and they would create noises, and your house will turn into a busy street, right? So you will not have a privacy anymore. So guys, let's have my third reason why I suggest you wouldn't let your Filipinas family live with you, is that the siblings, or her siblings, if she has brothers and sisters, they can bring problems in your house. Now, if your Filipina has siblings, and sadly all the siblings or some of the siblings are jobless, lazy, They could be couch potato in their phones. They won't really help in your bills, and they wouldn't even bother helping in the household chores or to maintain your house clean, right? Because they will think, and in their mind, that you could just tolerate them because they are the immediate members of the family. And for me, that is so wrong, right? So expect that the siblings would ask help from her, from your Filipina, or from you. I am talking about the financial help here. Also, the siblings might not ask permission from you if they would bring some friends to your house, right? Uh, expect that the siblings would consume every edibles in the fridge. They would be careless about using the electricity, water. They would be careless about your security. Some brothers would bring their girlfriends and other unexpected things. So now, guys, we are in the fourth reason. The fourth one is there could be missing or stolen personal belongings. Guys, please take my advice seriously, because this happened to me and in my family lots of times years ago, when my mom let my nieces, nephews, aunts and uncles, who else, her grandkids live in our house. So lesson learned, and we learned it in a hard way. So please believe that this will happen 300%, if not 100%, because it doesn't matter how much your Filipina trust her family members or the immediate family. You have to remember that people change, when people sees opportunity and such, right? I am going to give you an example so that you would understand. So for example, your Filipina is a very kind type of person, helpful, someone who is humble, and she wouldn't say no to any sibling or relatives who would ask for her help, right? So expect this early as now. Many of her siblings, or maybe one of her siblings or one of her relatives, would take advantage of you or her kindness. They will ask your Filipina or you if you can allow the brother or a sister with a family to live with you, because maybe they forgot to pay the house for rent or the rooms for rent where they were staying, or they can't pay the bills anymore. So they want to ask a favor or help from you if you can help them and let them stay in your house for a few days or for a few weeks, right? This is very common in family culture in the Philippines. We help our immediate family members, even if they have the families of their own, okay? So, for example, if you or your Filipina allow them to stay in your house for a few days, yes, because of the problems with their bills or electricity, expect that they might not let you know when they are going to leave. Okay, many wouldn't really stay for weeks or for a few days. If you tolerate it, they might stay for weeks, weeks become months, and the months become years, right? So they will not leave once you acknowledge their stay or favors or whatever extension that they want to ask from you. And expect that, I'm sorry to say this, guys, expect that someone from her family would steal or can steal your personal belongings, use her makeup, use your phone charger, even go inside your bedroom without you knowing it, use your master's bathroom, or borrow something from you. What else? They can break things in your house and they won't really replace it. So I am not scaring you. I'm just giving you a heads up or a warning. So I hope you guys won't take this in a wrong way. So the fifth reason I have here is some parents or siblings are going to be self-entitled because they have learned that the sister or their sister and the daughter is married to a Western man. Many sees you or going to see you as a walking ATM in the house. So don't wonder if one day they want to borrow money from you. So don't wonder if one of the parents requests for a 50 inches or 50-inch TV so that so that they have something to use in the room, or maybe one of the siblings would request for a fancy phone. They want to buy this phone but they don't have cash. So more likely they will ask their sisters, help, can you pay this for me first and then I'm gonna pay you later. You are unlucky if you run into materialistic in-laws. They want to have the nicest shoes, the branded bags, or her parents say they want to have a vacation, or you sponsor they stay in a fancy Boracay hotel because it's their birthday and they don't want to spend or celebrate it in the house. What else? The worst thing that can happen is some parents or sibling will borrow a big amount of money from you. But the question there is, when are they going to pay you back, right? I am just telling you the things you might experience, and for this video I didn't sugarcoat. You have to expect the unexpected. So guys, here are the advantages if a Filipino family live with you. First, they can keep your house clean. So some parents will initiate cleaning the floor, washing your clothes, sweep the front yard, clean the bedrooms, and almost every household chores that you know. They can also even cook for you if the two of you are busy, right? And you don't need to hire a house helper. So that really saves. Second, you don't need to pay for a babysitter to watch your kids if you and your Filipina are too busy at work. You need to go out of town. You have an out of the country business trips, right? So if you have a relative or the in-laws in the house, they can just look after your son or your daughter if they're still young. Third one is in-laws can check or maintain things in the house, right? So you guys are too busy working, so you might not think of the things that you have to fix in the house, like your roof, windows, plumbing, and lighting, right? The last but not least, if you have a Philippines family live with you, they can be helpful when someone needs to be looked after or hospitalized, right? So if ever your child or one of the children gets sick, you don't need to file for a sick leave in your work. So your in-laws or one of her brothers or sisters can look after your daughter who is in the hospital. That's all, guys. So I hope I made you realize of something, or you have learned something from this video. So now I have a question for you. So how about you? Would you let your Filipinas family or your partner's family live with you, and why? So please share that comment in the comment box of this video. So salamat po. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.